Hello, 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 beautiful people. Uh, this is Victory Arena Season 2, and thanks for joining us. And this is the round 4, the quarterfinals, and the matches between INC Ravens and Pick to Plummet. This is the first match of the day, and the format is best of 3. So, with me is Justin joining in to cast. Justin, how excited are you for this match?
I'm absolutely excited. This match gonna be awesome because we all know that Peak to Plummet is a very well-known squad, and they have been dominating their presence in a lot of tournaments. So let's see how they perform in this one, and I also want to see how the opponents will face them if they have something a draft or something in their mind to answer them. And with these guys, we are in the draft phase. So do let us know which team you guys are supporting and comment down below and we will continue the draft. It seems like INCR have the first pick, so let's any prediction what are the bands are gonna be.
I think it's going to be the standard bans, Justin, considering both the teams know how the other teams have played, and considering the Plummet's recent
Sir, what's
matches,
your
they
command?
Your
do like
team
to
is banning.
check out the opponent beforehand, and same goes for INCR, considering that they were banning uh, proper respect bans in the last game.
I'm seeing a Fanny ban coming in from the side of INCR. I believe that they have a Fanny, great Fanny user. I believe that's why. Yeah, it's a respect ban. I think,
Butterflies
and
born
Your
from
also
my
team is
wish.
banning.
a
Guided
Egyptian
by
ban coming in
lantern's
from
light.
the side of Peak. So I mean she is kind of strong in the current meta because of her Crimson Beacon, and she is a perfect utility mage because she has the capabilities to displace those tanky frontliners, and also she could be tankier herself to be killed. And that's a really good call, I would say, to ban her out of the map. And let's see what will be the other bans will might be.
Yes, and the other bans are what is going to make the difference. So let's see what they're going to ban. So Justin, I on the last night, so I was playing in the Chinese server,
Always on
and
the
that Wu
way.
Oh,
Ziqitin,
Your team is
that
banning.
mage is so OP and it can be played as hyper. So I'm excited when if they are going to launch in the original server or not. So if that hero comes, I think it will be another second coming for Zuxian because her poke ability is also quite well.
that's great of an information. I didn't know that, and I am excited to see that happen as well. And also, we're gonna see Matilda ban, it seems. So no more circling eagles for INCR anytime soon. So also as well as Peak, because there could be their rumor that is Yusa have quite of an hero pool of himself. That is, I have seen him playing Hylas a lot of time, and
Experience
we're gonna
the
Your
see a
team
Granger
is
injustice.
ban coming
banning.
in from the side of Peak. So so he is pretty strong, I would say, with the Rhapsody, as well as the mid to late game spike of Granger is pretty nuts. With the Sky Piercer, he just disappears, make people disappear. That is the front laner especially, and a damage that's like absolutely OP. And he as well as the Harith is dominating the golden sector at this point, I believe.
I completely agree with you. And don't forget yesterday's match, that Phobia Esports player did use Granger without the Sky Piercer, and his damage was insane. So he has some
Where there is
versatility
light,
as well
there
Your
are
in terms
team
of
also
is
what lane he
banning.
shadows.
goes, being the jungle or the MM. So we see a Luo ban. I know that's a respect ban because one of the players, I think it's the Skyzen, or I think it's Skyzen only that plays
No,
Luo.
no, no.
So,
Skyzen plays a marksman, I believe, from the Peak squad,
okay.
and it might be Savage Warrior who plays the mage, and that's why that they are trying to avoid those diversion plays coming in from them. So it will, I think, it is a great decision to ban her out. But also, the Savage Warrior is a really good Sicilian player as well. So let's see what will be the last ban of Peak will be, because a lot
My
of OP
mission
heroes are open,
is to
and with
protect
these, the
Your
sandbag
lives.
that is
team
the
is
Hylos
picking.
will be getting banned from the side of Peak. And no more glorious pathway from any of the teams. So let's see what's the first pick gonna be from the side of INCR.
I think the INCR will go for the tanky side. Um, and I think Peak to Plummet might use Alpha. I am guessing this will be an alpha game if for one or the other team. And there we go. Lucas has been picked. So Lucas with his ability of not just immune, that good amount of CC as well as that insane sandbag ability of healing constantly with that fighter emblem is going to be a problem for Peak to Plummet. Let's see how they counter it.
That's right. I mean, he is absolutely strong in the XP lane as well as the jungle, especially when because of his sacred beast mode, I believe, which makes him really tanky and have some mobility and some CC and some AoE CC at the same time. And it will be the Suyu, they will be responding it to it. And I would like to say that Suyu is absolutely strong as well, because he does have the burst damage as well as the mobility to split push or go to the back line of the enemy team. And we're gonna see a Sicilian pick coming in from Peak. So like I said, the Savage Warrior might be gonna using it anytime soon because he is good with it.
I completely agree with you, considering that you just told me that Yusa is their tank player. Or are they going to switch up the roles?
That's right, they do gonna switch up because yeah, it is the Yusha who is the roam. But yeah, let's see what INC are gonna be responding to this. Suyu and the Sicilian, they do need something to dive to the backline as well as something to catch, to be disrupting and some CC causing to the Suyu as well. So that he will be a little bit hesitant to dive directly to their backline. And yeah, and it will be glue. Yeah, I mean, definitely they can go with a glue because they have already seen their mage pick, so no more Faramis or Vexana as a hard counter. So definitely a really good choice of pick to go with the glue, as well as the Lilia if it is being played properly, I believe, because yeah, she might be getting outranged by the Sicilian. So yeah, she have to manage her positioning.
I completely agree with you, Justin. And don't forget that glue, if he goes with that support build with that seed reduction slot in the second slot, that will be quite devastating considering I don't know if the original server has that update or not, where the seed reduction has been increased by 12%. So that can affect gameplays because the spells will be quicker from now on, as well as the equipment special abilities. So we will see a Harith from the team Peak to Plummet, and we do know that Harith is going to go for the gold lane, and the tankiness with that shield is a lot. So to counter it, it's better to have some good player in your team. Is it going to be the Irithel with her mobility, or is it going to be some long distance So we have to find out soon.
That's right. I mean, yeah, the Harith with the Zaman Force is pretty have a lot of mobility, especially after the buff on him. And like you say, like there is a pretty short nerf recently, but it not much causing much affecting him much because he is dominating his lane sector. And also we can see uh Beatrix ban coming in from Peak. So yeah, no more Banners Rage or any running will pop out from NCR if they have a really good Beatrix player, to be honest. So yeah, and let's see what will be the fourth ban of INCR will be, because yeah, the roamer as well as the EXPs are open. So I think if they have decided to go with the glue, I mean they have. Okay, it will be the Carmilla that will be they will be banning. Like I was saying, like if they have decided to ban an EXP, so yeah, against the glue, I mean, there is no much counter for him in the glue because he will just basically using his first skill and second skill and to clear the wave. So yeah, there not much disruption to disturb him in his lane. So there we go, and let's see what will be the last pick of last ban of pick to plummet will be.
Yes, and that is the exciting part. And I think it will be perhaps a hyper, because I'm assuming that the big to plummet is considering that Hugo to go EXP lane and um, that glue to go as a tank.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh no,
let's
it's
see.
going to be another marksman.
Yeah, they are banning out all the possible marksmen because they know they have already picked out the Harith, and yeah, this is a perfect banning phase, I would say, to ban out all those marksmen that could potentially be a threat to him in the golden sector. And definitely Irithel is one of the marksmen that has been played a lot in a lot of tournaments I have seen, like, and she is being really impactful with that malefic gun and the damage as well as the mobility, and even the joy will have a hard time catching her. So yeah, you have to be pretty sharp to catch her, and she is pretty annoying, so it's better to get her out of the menu as well. And it will be the
Your
Gato
team is
ban coming in
scanning.
from INCR, so no more AoE Avatar of Garden coming in from the peak, or neither the INCR. So yeah, they are focusing on banning out those crucial roamers that might cause problem to your team.
Yes, and I think the Peak to Plummet is ready to pick an EXP laner, I believe. So, what is it going to be? Because they have banned the Hylos, Gato has been banned. Is it going to be the Khalid, or it's going to be something out of the ordinary, such as
Oof.
Batang? And
I'm about to say Batang, and literally
Your
they
team
just
is picking.
picked it, and I was about to say that yeah, the Batang is being used here and there everywhere, and he is pretty flexible with the damage build as well as the tank build with the support emblem. He is pretty flexible and can sustain any tanky fighters and also be impactful in the team fight as well. And yeah, there we go. That the EX planer will be Batang, and let's see if there is something INC are gonna be responding with, and it might be a Kufa to stop the Harriet. But yeah, he have the pure. It seems like he have the Purify already. So let's see if he have to bait out the Purifies for the Harriet so that he could be impactful. But it will be a Jawhead. That will be
Within
impactful, stopping the
despair,
Suyu
I
from
see
diving,
Your
I would
team
say.
is
fondest
And
picking.
hopes.
yeah, gonna be a Nathan that will have some impact in the late game as well, with the entropy melting out the one versus one or one versus five fight if it did manage to reach late game.
yes, but the problem with Nathan is positioning matters a lot, and it's easy to predict his movements if you're a good player. And we'll see a
Hmm.
Guinevere as a side laner with Badang as a tank, or is it going to be the Guinevere tank meta we'll see over here? So it's up to them. Both the teams have picked some heroes which are flexible as of now.
I'm
Yo,
born
it's
with
definitely gonna
talent.
be a Guinevere Rome, to be honest. And yeah, she has not fed. I mean, she has never been out of the meta, because yeah, I have seen the Guinevere playing uh, even after the decent patches. But she will be picked here and there to fight, and she is absolutely impactful in certain scenarios. And there we go. There, the all the roles has been fixed, and yep, I will definitely go with the draft of Pick to Plummet, and I would like to ask you, which draft do you think have an upper hand in this match?
Um, I also agree with you with the peak to plummet situation. If instead of Jaw they would have picked Kufra, I would have been more inclined to say it would have been INCR in my opinion. But Jawhead is a finicky hero. It works in some situations, but in others, if you're not careful, it is just a what do we say, easy way to give enemy the feed that they require.
Welcome to
That's
Mobile
right,
Legends!
guys. And with
Five
after the
seconds till the
long
enemy
draft,
reaches the
we are
battlefield.
back into the land of
Smash them!
dawn, and
All
this
troops
is
deployed!
Victory Arena Season 2, Round 4, Day 2, and we will be experiencing a best of three match between INCR versus peak to plummet. So yeah, let's see which of these two teams will stay strong and get their way to the victory. And yeah, it is me, J for Justin, with Alfred along my side. Will be casting these matches for you guys.
And that Jaw has already prepared the buff for Lucas, and that is going to considerably help INC Ravens. And look at that, so you still considering to kill that blue buff. So it's going to be the battle. Whoever gets to level 4 will have the upper hand in ganking abilities. And it looks like Guinevere and Sicilian are in no mood to rotate to the bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty confident with like Skyzen can stay safe, I believe. And yeah, there goes the Jaw being
First
annoying. And look at
blood!
the damage of the Lucas as well as the Jawhead will make sure that the Suyu goes down. And meanwhile, also they will take a trade into that Lilia as well.
Yes, and that was a pretty good trade, in my opinion, for the INC Ravens, considering they took the hyper down, which is going to affect a lot for Pick to Plummet in the initial stages. And
Yeah,
look
I
at
mean,
that Glue poking that Badang, although that Badang is doing a pretty good job keeping out of that first kill of Glue's.
it's just like both of the explainers, I believe, have the poke ability, and yeah, they can't be zoned out and be snowballed in the minion wave. And meanwhile, we're gonna see some attempt of jump by the Guinevere, but that will be not be working out. And yeah, Badang will be the one being thrown out. Look at the engage of the glue, but he is not level 4 yet. But Jawhead will be the one that will be taken down. And again, the Guinevere going with the jump, but Sicilian is there to do some impact, and the split pit has been popped, but it will not be much impactful. And with this, Fake to Plummet is going to take the first turtle of the match, it seems. And also, Lucas is ready to do some attempt to take out the turtle, but nah, he will have to go back from the positioning because yeah, like we saw, the turtle has been already secured, and they will have a shield in with them, so it's better not take a fight at this scenario, especially when the your teammates are down, I believe.
I completely agree with you, and I think Glue is in trouble. That Glue looks like a muck to me, that Pokemon, if you remember from your childhood. So that muck is in trouble as of now. Look at the in mid lane Guinevere poking out that hyper with her jumps.
Yeah, look at that. The Zaman force has been popped by the Harriet, and he is trying to be impactful. Look at the damage of him, and the Jawhead has been forced to retreat, but the Sacred Beast also will be taken down by Hisoka. That is the Sicilian, and the Suyu will make sure the glue goes down in the XP lane as well. So far, good of a trade. That is a 2-for-0 trade for both of the teams.
Yes, and I think it was the Mage's fault over here. He was not quick enough to join the team fight, and his movement was quite predictable. The Mage, from that I mean, the Lilia. So if she would have joined a bit, like maybe 7 seconds earlier, the game would have changed. And look at that bot lane gank. I think this will be the death of Nathan.
Yep, entropy has been popped to clear out the lane as fast as possible, and Sacred Base has been used to. I guess they are doing a small fight there, but yeah, they're big to plummet nose, and they will be retreating from the situation. And yeah, quite of a good play. And Guinevere will be doing some attempts to catch uh, the Lilia, but yeah, oi, nice throw coming in from the Jawhead to the Badang, but he will be escaping from the situation. But yeah, there you go. The Jawhead will be escaping too, and in 7 seconds, the second turtle of the match will be spawning.
Yes, and I think the Peak to Plummet team has the upper advantage with the turtle as of now, considering the goal gap is around 2K in the favor of their team.
Yeah, they slowly but surely they are snowballing out, and with this, the second turtle of the match has been popped. Lucas is kind of in deep. He doesn't have the ulti in his hand, but the Jawhead have to face the consequences of it. And look at that. The Badang Fist Crack has been popped into the glue. He is using
Double
the
kill.
split to run away, but not so fast because it will be the Guinevere that will be hitting the last hit and getting the double kill for herself. And yeah, with this, the turtle has been taken down, and it is like 2-for-0 trade for Pick to Plummet again.
Yes, and I just saw the build of that glue. He has built Thunderbelt as his first item, whereas I believe he should have built something like, let's say, Oracle, or even perhaps some magic defense like Athena, considering they have three magic damage against them.
Yeah, and also the glue is not much of a basic attack based hero. And look at the fight in the bot lane. The Lucas will take out
Double
the
kill.
Yusa, that is the Guinevere, and Hyred will be impactful in the fight, will take out the double kill, and there comes
Spree.
the follow up damage of the Suyu as well. Will make sure that the Jawhead goes down again, and they are going after the Lilia again. There comes the fist crack of the Badang.
Mega
Will make
kill.
sure she goes down as well. Perfect team fight coming in from Pick to Plummet.
Yes, and this will mean that the Peak to Plummet has two turrets in their bag, and I think it will be the third turret soon. So I think INC Ravens have to pull up their socks and just try to defend and farm, because as they get farm, I think they will have a better chance of defending.
Yeah, yes, the Nathan with the full build, that is the Holy Crystal. At least he needs to be more impactful in the fight, but he has been deciding to go with the Feather of Wings, I believe. Yeah, Feather of Heaven first, and this. Oh, look at the jump of the Guinevere will make sure that the glue goes down along with the follow up of the Sicilian, that is Savage Warrior, will make sure that they will get the glue in their bag as well. And with this, the third turtle has been started already, and this is not really looking good for INCR. They have to come up with something, or they will fall, and they will fall hard.
Yes, Justin. And don't forget, both the teams have two tanky heroes. So Glue as well as Jaw are building tank, as well as the Guinevere, and I believe Badang is also going tank build. So it's going to be equal fights, and we have to see how INCR comes through with this team fight in the late game.
Meanwhile, I'm seeing some attempt of Badang to catch the Nathan, but yeah, he is pretty slippery, and he will be using the entropy to get out of the situation. And yeah, that's pretty nice because they have to be more in a defensive mode at this point. But look at that flick to plummet. They are forcing some more fights, and the Harriet will be take out the Lucas. The perfect jump coming in from the Guinevere, and the follow-up damage of the Skyzen as well as the Sicilian was really on point. And look at that, it is the Lilia and the Nathan last two men standing. And yeah, quite of a fight. What a great fight coming in from both of the teams, I would say.
Yes, and that Nathan uses entropy to escape at the last moment. So that was an amazing gameplay by Nathan, although he needs to get some kills out there for him to be effective.
That's right, that's right. And also, I want to see that what I maybe this Nathan will be absolutely scary in the late game, because he does have a lot of damage, and there is the Jawhead and the glue to tank for him. So yeah, Flick to Plummet have to end the game as soon as possible, because yeah, they have the strong late gamer. But let's not forget the Sicilian as well, because he could be an answer to the Nathan in the late game as well.
Yes, Justin, and look at that Lucas trying to get away, but the damage from Sicilian is too good, and he will be taken down by Sicilian and Guinevere combo.
That's right. I mean, it's like the third perfect jump coming in from the Guinevere, and yeah, it will make sure that the desired target will be taken down. And with this, the Elemental Lord will be secured by Peak to Plummet. And let's see if INCR will be defending this or not, because yep, they have to clear out the wave without getting picked off by the Guinevere, and they have to avoid the jump at any cost, I believe.
Yes, but that Guinevere is playing smartly because she is jumping randomly, I believe, to confuse them whether she is jumping onto them or just
Oh,
making them use.
that was a really wasted flick. I came from Jawhead, try to flicker, throw someone, but yeah, they are pretty strong and they will be moving out of that. And look at that. The glue is trying to defend the lane along with the Lucas, but the damage of the Sicilian, of the Suyu as well as the I believe it is a Badang, is pretty high. And look at the jump again, will be hitting the glue and will make sure that he goes down. And it is the three-man standing again. Okay, the Jawhead is in position again. There comes the Jaman force again, and along with the follow-up of the Suyu will take out two people in the fight, and Jawhead will be wrapped out in the fight again. And Lucas is the last man standing, and he cannot do anything about it. And with these guys, Pick to Plummet will be the one who will be the first match, who will be securing
Victory!
the win of the first match in this best of three series. And yeah, guys, with this, we will take a short break and we will be back to you, because yeah, it is a best to three match. And yeah, let's see if INCR will be able to do a comeback for the team or not, so that they can challenge them for the third match. And yeah, we will be back after a short break.
Hello, guys. How are you doing? And we are back yet again with the second match between the INC Ravens and Pick to Plummet. With me is Justin, and hopefully, you are enjoying the matches as we are presenting it today. And without any further ado, let's dive right in.
You let's see if Team INCR will be able to do a comeback this match because yep, they have to do something about it. They have to keep their calm and do a proper draft, and so that they can do give a perfect comeback to pick to plummet. And with this, we can see the first pick will be gone to pick to plummet. So yep, they are preparing something for themselves, and yeah, Team INCR have to keep their calm, like I said, and have to do something so that they can get their victory. Especially, I think the glue pick didn't
Blue
work out pretty
team
well
is
last time, and
banned.
they have to acknowledge that mistake, and they have to go with a pretty meta pick, I would say, so that yeah, they could give a hard time to pick to plummet and get their victory for themselves. And with this, we gonna see a high loss ban coming in from peak to plummet. Yep, they don't want that tanky sandbag running around inside and using the glorious pathway to be absolutely menacing in the team fights with the slow effect. So yeah, it's a good call to ban him out as well.
Completely agree. And don't forget, Justin, it's not that Hylos is just a stand back. It's also that he slows the enemy down like a lot. So when against him, the mages and as well as the marksmen
Butterflies
have a tough
born
time
by the
moving.
team is banning.
And it's going to be the same
All
first to
lanterns
ban, it
white.
seems.
Yeah, I totally agree to you. And this Jukshin is getting banned everywhere, as well as the Sicilian. I mean, the Sicilian did got left open in the last match, and yeah, Pick to Plummet make sure that it goes into their hand only. But let's see, will INCR let it slide for this match again or not? But yeah, but the Jukshin will no excuse for her. She will be getting banned because we all know how strong of a utility mage she is, and also she could be played as a damage build as well. I mean, the Sky Piercer works wonder on her, and yeah, and with that, she will be getting banned, and
Always on
yeah,
the
as
way.
well as the
Your team
Matilda,
is
because
banning.
no more circling eagles in the match, as well as the Gildan Wings. So yeah, there is no one to dive to the backline as a roamer, I believe, and as a support roamer. So yeah, definitely is a good call to take her out of the match.
Yes, a good call by the Peak to Plummet team. But don't forget, I think they are playing their
Your
own game
team
right
is
now and getting
banning.
into their enemy head. Because if INCR doesn't ban Fanny, Peak to Plummet will take that Fanny right out of their nose and create havoc in the second game. So it's just they are playing mind games, in my opinion.
That's right. That's right. I believe they have a really good fan user, and yeah, and it might be a havocful because yeah, Fanny does have the buff that the a good Fanny user will make it
Only
utilize it
love and
absolutely, and we're
meat
Your
gonna see
team
a
are
is
Sicilian
banning.
ban
everlasting.
coming in from Pick to Plummet. So yeah, two of the strongest mage will be getting banned from both of the teams. So it will be a big question that which will be the third ban gonna be, what will be the third band gonna be from INCR, because yeah, after that they will be leaving a slot to pick an OP hero for pick to plummet that might be a Granger or a Harit again. So yeah, they have to be careful of what they're banning, I would say.
Yes, whatever that they ban, if they ban Granger, don't forget that Harith is left, as well as that Luo, because we
Experience the
have that Luo
euphony of
player as
Your
well.
team
suffering.
is
So let's
picking.
see what combo it's going to be. I think it's going to be Harith as a first pick, and then they are going to pick Luo as the mid laner after, like, maybe at the third or the fourth pick. So the priority picks are going to be Harith, or I believe Gatokacha even.
I mean, a
Sir,
lot of heroes.
what's your
Oh,
command? Your
okay.
And it's
team
They
is
going to be
will
the
banning.
not.
Fanny.
They will not leave the opportunity to let it slide. Yep, they will be locking it out in an instant. And yeah, there you go. They left the Fanny open. I believe it was part of the strategy of Peak to Plummet by banning those Hylos and Matilda. And yeah, they were thinking about to pick the Fanny, and there you go. They will be succeeding in their strategy and will be getting that OP hero into one of their OP hero into their hands. So yeah, INCR Still, there are a lot of counters. That is the Chow with with the Way of the Dragon, as well as the Kufra with the bouncing ball could be a menace, as well as a Moscow in the goal lane could be a counter to the Fanny as well. So yeah, there we go. We're gonna see a Kufra coming in from the INCR, and yeah, they are trying to fight back with a Badang too. There we go. It
Your
could
team
work
is
against
picking.
Fanny too.
Yes, and that Badang,
Gaze the
as I said, that
stars
Luo
and seek your
is
path.
open as well. So the Luo has been taken by Savage Warrior, and we know that diversion skills are very good when combined with Fanny because the mana consumption is less and the Fanny needs to travel less. So although the Fanny is being countered by the Kufra as well as somewhat by the Badang, I think the Peak to Plummet team has a solid lineup as of now.
I mean, both of the teams are taking decent picks, I would say. But yeah, and
Let's go.
there are a lot of hero opens, and
Your team is picking.
it will be the Irithel that will be locked out by Peak, and because she is absolutely OP with the mobility and all, and she will be really hard to catch for the Batang because she will be hitting you while she is moving, which is pretty annoying, I would say. And yeah, let's see what will be the last pick of INCR will be. And okay, are we gonna see a Kelra Bruno? Because yeah, after the nerfs, no one is
Time to
actually
take the
using the Bruno,
field.
but no,
Your team
INCR
is
will make sure
banning.
that he gets the respect he deserves, and Bruno will get picked. And yup, let's see what will be the fourth ban of INCR will be.
I think the fourth ban should be a tank ban over here, considering, let's say, or a Martis, even if I don't know if the Peak to Plummet has a Martis tank player. So Kufra can be countered by Martis, Jaw. So let's see what they're going to pick. Or even maybe perhaps Akai.
Yeah, for sure. The giant wheel could be really useful, canceling his canceling the tyrant's revenge as well as the tyrant's rage. And with this, we're gonna see
Your
a
team
Gatot
is
ban
banning.
coming in from INCR, and I would say that's a pretty nice ban because the Avatar of Guardian could be a menace, catching the backline. That is the Lui and the marksman if it did got hit properly. But yeah, and also the taunt could have been annoying to the Bruno as well. So yeah, definitely great call to ban him out because he is an upper green tank as well as an EXP laner. So great of a choice.
See
And also
value
the
in me?
Fredrin,
Your
it
team
seems
is
like getting
banning.
You
banned
should.
because yeah, he is kind of does have the CC, and he could be a little bit messy for it might get a little messy for the Fanny because of the Fredrin. So what of a call coming in to get the Fredrin out of the menu.
Yes, Justin. And I think right now the ban would be of another, maybe perhaps a tank or um, what do we say, a fighter perhaps. So with that fighter pick, I think maybe Hilda could be banned because that Hilda has a potential.
Fight.
And
Fight
see,
for the
You
look at
ultimate
that.
answer. Is banning.
That Hilda
like you
has the
said,
potential.
like you said, the Hilda will get banned, and yeah, definitely it got banned. And also, I think INCR could have gone with an Hilda pick too instead of the Kufra. I mean, she does have the potential to invade, but yeah, they chose to go with a hard counter. So yeah, it's, definitely good choice of ban because so if it goes to the hands of pick, it could be a menace to the Badang as well as their jungler as well, and. It could be menacing. It could get messy. So yeah, definitely quite of a choice to ban her out. And let's see what will be the last and final ban will be coming up from Big Diplomat, and it
Time to
will be
drop
the
the
Joy.
beat of the
Okay,
Your team is
since
picking.
INCR didn't had a hyper, so definitely Joy with the mobility might have the ability to catch the backliner that is the Irithel. I mean, she has a sprint, so it's pretty difficult to catch for a Joy also. But yeah, definitely great call. I would say to ban the Joy too. And yeah, let's see
And
what team INCR will be getting in their hands after this banning phase.
I think the Soyu Link as well as the High are open. So Link would be a good decision over here to
Hope
match
will
the
find a
mobility.
way. Your team
And it's
even
going
with
to be the
loss
Vexana
forlorn.
out here.
I mean, yeah, she has quite of a crowd control, and she could be she has an AOE damage too. So yeah, if the Yuloi tries to do some diversion plays, and she could her Eternal Knight could be very uh, impactful in the fight, and yeah, could disrupt their composition as well. And we gonna see a Dragon Bay coming in from Asian against the Badang. So yeah, there you go. It seems like Yusha will be locking up to that Chow,
Your team
and
is
he could
picking.
be catching those backliners despite of the presence of the Kufra if he has enough skill. So yeah, he could be really impactful as well to bringing some food to the marksman as well as the mage. And there we go. Let's see what will be the last pick. That is the hyper pick of NCR will be.
So is it going to be perhaps a fighter hyper, or the wise decision would be an assassin hyper, to be honest. So
Hmm.
let's see if they are going to for the wiser pick, or are they going for the tanky pick, so as to thwart that Fanny to get the secure the majority of the kills in the early game. And it's going to be the Haya.
I mean, decent pick because his Ogre could be very useful catching the Fanny because it does locks into it and unless like she's way too fast and get out of the range, I believe. And yeah, there we go. The draft has been completed. And so far, both of the teams have a balanced draft, I would say. And also, I would like to ask you, Alfred, which draft do you think has an upper hand in this upcoming match?
I would still go with the pick to plummet, considering that I know that Joe is going to wreak havoc for the mage, so that the CC you were talking about will be difficult to pull out by that Mari player. So it's going to be that Luo Yi Savage Warrior doing majority of the work, and look at that build, that tenacity and brave smite. So we know that the Luo Yi is going to be tanky as well, difficult to kill for the Haya, as well as perhaps the Bruno in the early game.
Welcome to Mobile
That's right, that's
Legends.
right. Guys, with this, we are
5
back into the
seconds till the
land of
enemy
Dawn,
reaches the battlefield.
and this
Smash
is
them.
Victory Arena Season 2,
All
Round 4,
troops
Day
deployed.
2, between Pick to Plummet versus INCR. Both of the teams will be clashing it against each other for the position, for the ladder to rank up, to ladder up, I would say. And yeah, let's see which team will stay strong and stay slay, especially INCR and Pick to Plummet already in 1 point advantage. So yeah, let's see if INCR will be able to do a comeback or not. And it is me, Jay, for Justin, along with Alfred doing the casting part. And there you go, guys. Do let us know which team you guys are supporting, and we will continue.
I think the pick to plummet is at a good pace as of now, considering that Yuzong is going to cut the lanes, and this is going to keep Badang bit occupied. And look at the Chow going into that blue buff, uh, but it is pretty well protected as of now.
That's right. And yeah, he's like the Haya has the skills to protect his buff. Oh, yeah, look at that. The Fanny coming in with the steel cables. The bouncing ball is there to stop her. Oh, Shadow Kill has been popped. He is
Oh my god.
quite low. There comes the follow up of the Aether as well. Will make sure that the Haya doesn't come too far to secure the kill on her. And quite of a defense coming in from the Kufra for the Hayabusa, I would say.
Yes, and I think that will escape properly because the High doesn't have his ulti.
That's right. Yeah, that's the case, and that's why she's walking away. And I really like this Lua skin. Look at that, she's so pretty. And in 11 seconds, the turtle is coming. So yeah, both of the teams have to keep the retribution in their hand. But Fanny does have her retribution. It's like 10 seconds, and there goes the Kufra in the middle of the fight. There goes the Yuzhong. Try to do some follow-up damage. Fanny coming in with the steel cables, trying to catch the Kufra, but the bouncing ball will make sure she doesn't do an overextend, or if she does, she will have to be punished. And look at that, the Chow and as well as the three people trying to make sure that the pop goes into their hand. But look at that, Ogi Shirikal has been popped along with the face crack, trying to be impactful in the fight. There goes the knockout, but the Yuzhong will be taken out instead. Mary is walking out with a very low of HP, I would say, and great second skill, trying to be trying to deal some damage in the fight, I would say, and really nice response coming in from team NCR.
I agree with you, but I have to say, I think the mage of Peak to Plummet, the Savage Warrior, has missed a lot of his first skills till now. I think that was a perfect diversion, but his skills didn't get connected. Otherwise, it would have been in the favor of Peak to Plummet.
That's right. I mean, yeah, sometimes happens, and there you go. The turtle will be secured by Epic to Plummet, but yeah, the next fight, the Louis have to be more focused, and she does have the diversion plays in her hand. And look at that, the Irithel will be bullying the Bruno, and the diversion has been popped, and the Chow will be sent there along with Yusha, along with the mage, and they are waiting there for the Bruno to come a little bit closer, and it might end up deadly. And meanwhile, the tree, the maze, the roam, as well as the hyper is ready for a fight as well. Look at that! The Chow is trying to catch the Bruno, but he will be taken out instant. That's a double kill coming in for the Kufra. And there comes the response damage all skies end, but this won't be enough because yup, this is the early phase of the game and he doesn't have the item in his hands except the house claw, I would say. And what a great fight, I would say.
Yes, INC Ravens are trying their very best because they know that it's a do or die case. And you might have noticed that they waited for them to, I mean, the Peak to Plummet to make their play so that they can respond to it instead of being hasty. So they learned from the previous game, and that's what we like to see in the matches. That's what we say. Learn from their previous mistakes and dominate afterwards.
That's right. I mean, yeah, yeah, the Bruno, the Kufra, he is doing quite of a place in the matches. I mean, I think uh, if the last match this guy have picked the Kufra, the things would have must have been different. But look at the Bruno, he is in the trouble, and Yusha will make sure that he goes down. And with this, Peak to Plummet will get a kill on the marksman, and this is a perfect opportunity for Skyzen to climb up a little bit more in farm and yeah, and outfarm the Bruno. But look at the Haya, he is in position, thinking about to take out the Irithel, and look at the damage. He is trying to stack up the kills, but okay, Shadow Kill is too late to be popped, and Skyzen will run out of the situation.
Yes, I think the Haya was thinking that he could secure the the kill without the ult. So that was a very bad decision. So
Yeah, but they will take a trade into the mid lane onto the Lui, as well as Haya will be taken down as a trade. And look at the Badang, he is waiting there, but it is Yujong will discover her, and yeah, him, and with this, the Fanny might be securing the turtle for the team because yeah, there is no way that they are attempting to get. Oh, look at the freeze crack has been popped, and the knockup will make sure the Yuzhong gets the passive turned on. The Black Dragon farm has been popped, will get a kill into the Kufra, and
Double
he is not
kill.
stopping there because he is going for a triple kill. The passive has
Triple
been popped
kill.
again, and Batang will fall down. And great of a fight, great of a presence of a fight coming in from Asian, that is the Yuzhong.
yes, and that Haya tried his very best, but it seems that MM has been farmed a lot. So last time I checked, he was at 3,800 gold. So now it's 5.4k gold in the favor of Peak to Plummet uh, in terms of marksman. So yeah, the overall gold is also reaching about 5k mark in the favor of Peak to Plummet, as well as the turret 3 to 0 again in the favor of the Peak to Plummet team.
That's right. I mean, uh, the Kufra and the mage have to time their skills properly so that they can snipe out the victims. And diversion plays are seen to be played, but yeah, there we go. There is no one, but the mage is quite in low in HP, and Bruno is there. But yeah, his location has been explored, but not so fast because he is there catching the backline. That is the
Killing
Luoi,
spree.
and then look at that. The
Double
lethal
kill.
damage is absolutely menacing, getting a double kill in the fight as well as the Yu Chong. And look at that. The Haya has
Triple
no
kill.
option. He's just standing there for some reason and will be taken down by the Irithel again.
Yes, and I think right now the goal difference is showing up because that Fanny, even though he's not being that useful in my opinion, still the MM is doing a good job as well as the Yuzong. That's what happens. Sometimes your comp doesn't work, but other people do carry you. So that's nice to see from the peak to plummet side. Uh, and as far as we see the gold or the build, rather, the mage has still not built any uh, um, attack items. So it's just the mana book and the penetration book in from the Vexana side, whereas the Louis has that anti-heal
Killing
early in the game.
spree.
And look at the Chow
Ooh,
killing
look
in
at
the Kufra.
great fight coming in. Oh my god, nice comebacks. That's a nice kill, I would say. The way of the dragon was really perfect, but look at the Fanny is going back again to get a kill into the Vexana, but she will be using a defensive flicker, and Fanny will be moved out as well. And the Louis will be getting a kill into the Mari, that is the Vexana again. And look at the Yuzhong is in the middle of the turret. He is taking some damage. There was no minion, but in the meantime, the turret will be taken down. But the first skill didn't hit, so the passive will not deal enough damage to take him out. So yeah, with that, both of the teams will be moving out from the situation.
And that Haya is split pushing. Uh, we did see the last night that the Fanny was split pushing. Right now, it's the Haya that's split pushing. But I don't think this will make any difference because Pick to Plummet is on their tail.
That's right. Look at the Chow. He's just chasing out the Haya. Like you can't push it today, bro. Like chasing him away, and they are quite in position. Conceal has been popped by the Kufra. He is charging that first kill, trying to land on the Chow, and that's a really nice stun. But from the look at the Tyrant range was perfect
Double
when
kill.
Yu Zhong will fall down
Triple
as well
kill.
as the Skies and as well as the Mage. Really beautiful performance as well as a macro play coming in from Team INCR. Look at the Yusha. He is struggling to get out of the situation now, and Fanny is not in the fight. So yeah, and the CC, I would say, oh, Fanny is waiting there to deal a perfect retreat. I would say. Let's see if she will be succeed to it or not. And Vexana is in the way. Oh, there you go. She will discover the position, but no, the Haya has a better retreat, and he will secure it for his team. And Pick to Plummet have to be a little bit more secure. I believe they did overextended in that fight and will be punished it for that.
Yes, and I do think that they thought um, tackling the Haya from two sides, it will be impactful, but the backup was there from the INC side. So let's see how they are going to respond to that Lord. It's the first Lord, so I don't think it's going to do much impact, but it will help the INCs to secure some turrets apart from the one that was taken by the Haya.
Mega kill.
Ooh,
And that,
quite a burst came from Peak to Plummet and will make sure that Bruno goes down. But look at the return answer.
Double
The
kill.
Bruno, the Vexana as well as the Badang will make sure they will take out those three damage dealers. But the Fanny is trying to deal some damage, but she will be getting melted instead. Badang will be using Flicker to catch her, but Haya, he is another wall. He did secure the Lord and he is focused in it. Try to discover the position of the Fanny, but she will be recalling. But it is the Skyzen who is clearing out the Elemental Lord for them.
yes, and it is a good outcome for the INC Ravens because they are able to push one turret and perhaps even the top lane if they would have just diverted their attention. And
We
that
look
was a
at that
perfect
perfect
diversion,
diversion. But the
but that
reply is there, and the Kufra is there, but he will be taken down by the damage of the Skyzen. And look at that, the Badang is running for its life. That's a perfect comeback for Peak to Plummet, I would say.
Double
And
kill.
he will be taken down as well. That they totally went wrong for INCR Badang. I mean, the Hayabusa is the last man standing. So yeah, let's see if he will be able to defend or not. Even the turret passive is up though. But yep, he have discovered the position and he will clear out the way with the August kill. And
Shut
but
down.
Skyzen
Killing
will be chasing
spree.
him with the sprint and will take him out. Quite of a fight coming in.
and that was a very good move by Skyzen going into that turret and securing that kill, which was very much needed. And I think the Louis will create another diversion out of the map as soon as the top lane turret falls, and that will take INC out of surprise. So yeah, that's what I think is going to be the plan for Peak to Plummet. Do the diversion outside the map and suddenly pop right in because very few people look out of the map uh, when they are against Louis.
That's right. You have to be extra careful about like what's happening and where she might use the diversion in. and that's where the Vexana actually very useful, I believe, and because you can just check the drop your masala, I would say that is the second skill, and it is very useful to check it. And with this, the luminous lord has popped already, and they might be going for it. Both of the teams are ready in one side, and there is no cutting or lane, or yeah, they are quite good in turret. But look at that diversion play has been popped, and Mary is there to face it. Whoever is coming, she doesn't care. And look at the winter crown has been popped, but Yujong is there to deal a knock up as well as propping the passive of it, and she will be taken down instead. And Fanny is coming there, dealing a lot of damage into words, and she will be taken out. But Tyrant Revenge was good, but not enough follow up came out. There comes the
Mega
Badang.
kill.
But the damage of the Irithel will make sure that the Haya goes down, and it's the two men standing trying to defend their turret. And there go the Irithel is there to deal enough damage. I believe there comes the way of the dragon, and the Badang is trying to deal a lot of damage too with the second skill as well as the first skill. And with this, Peak to Plummet quite up ahead in damage as well as in terms of turret. So yeah, it's a matter of fact. If the yeah with this, I think they will be retreating and will be moving towards the Lord instead.
Yes, and I believe that the Kufra should build toilet armor as of now to defend against Irithel, because Irithel is giving a lot of damage as compared to the other heroes. Perhaps the Louis is giving damage, but he has a counter for that. So let's see what is going to be built by Kufra, because the Lord is over there, and I don't think they are able to defend it. They're going to be able to defend it.
That's right. And I think Loi doesn't have the diversion in her hand, and yeah, she might have in the hand because look at that, the skies and the roam are following her, so that she
No, she
can.
just used the diversion to check the bush, and the Haya just went away. I think that was
I
not a
see.
wise decision from Louis'
Hmm.
part. But look at that, a Joe coming in to kill that. Oh my
And
god,
the
that was carnage.
Irithel will make sure that the Haya goes down. And look at that, the Badang is trying to defend the base as much as possible, but the Fanny as well as the Irithel are up, and they will be locking up the base and will make sure the victory fall inside their hands only. Despite of the fact that
Victory.
INCR were dominating the early game, the Tibik of Plymouth slowly but surely did a comeback. And with this is a 2-4-0 score for both of the teams. And yeah, look at the damage of Skyzen. It is a 38. It is 38%. So great of a damage coming. And Haya did quite of a split push. I would say 99% push. But yeah, he might have dealt like 4 or 5 hits into a turret because it's a 5k damage only. But yeah, he do have 30% damage in his hand. So yeah, he did quite of an deal damage in turns because yeah, in the early game we did saw like he was dealing a lot of damage to the Fanny, as it seems. But yeah, Fanny did some plays, but yeah, the majority part it was the Louis and the and the Chow, as well as the I believe the Liu Zhong. They were doing pretty great, I would say. And with these, Pick to Plummet will be getting their victory for themselves and moving up to the other round. And I would say INCR, this is not the end for you guys. There will be more tournaments happening. So yeah, stay tuned for it, and you might join in another tournament. And with this, we will be signing out for now. And stay tuned, guys. We will be back after a short break.